is Aleksander Grondal. I am the multiplayer producer for Battlefield 4.
You're showing off the Siege of Shanghai level here at E3. What can you tell us about the level?
So the level is a large urban warfare. What we really wanted to try to capture was the spirit of a metropolitan city under siege. So basically what's happening here is that the US are sieging Shanghai and the Chinese are repelling this attack. So this is like, we always wanted to do this type of map, but we've never been able to do it before. So, but Frostbite has enabled us to do this now, where you have like combat which is both like land, air and sea. So you get like the helicopter chases through buildings, you get boats riding below, and of course tanks and people on the ground.
I think the big eye-catching moment in the demo that you showed was the collapse of the skyscraper in the middle of the level. Is that just like the one big showpiece destruction, or I mean there are other skyscrapers? Can they all go down? What kind of level of destruction are we looking at?
So we're increasing the level of destruction. We're focusing quite heavily on the level of destruction. So when it comes to the skyscraper, that is unique for that level. We're trying to kind of put things into focus, and we really felt like the skyscraper was the focus of this level. So it's not that we don't want to do everything. It's just like we felt like for this level, we felt like we had enough for this level to do what it was supposed to do, and that yeah.
So what does it take to actually bring down that skyscraper?
So basically, the idea here is that the foundations are already a bit injured or damaged previously. So what you want to do is to try to hit the front pillars right here, and it will be like fall over like a tree, basically. So you can be a lumberjack in a way.
From the demo we saw some new ways of getting around. There was parachutes on the soldiers. You had some jet skis going on. I mean, what kind of new ways have you put in for people to get around the levels?
So basically, we added sprint swimming. So we wanted to add more interesting ways to move around in the water. As we have like the cool thing is that the water is actually networked, so we can have quite big waves that are networked on multiplayer maps. So we felt like, oh, this is really cool. Of course, if we want to add boats and stuff like that. So we also added swimming in water. You can also use your sidearm while being in water, so you're no longer a sitting duck. And even you can swim up to a boat if you have your C4 and just place it on the boat, get the hell out and blow the boat in the water.
In the reveal we saw in Sweden, Carl Magnus Troesten talked about battlefield moments. These crazy moments that happen when you're playing Battlefield that you can never anticipate. What kind of stuff have you seen in this level that you maybe didn't anticipate or you thought was particularly cool?
There's quite a few. Like for instance, people tend to like driving boats up onto land for some reason. Right. People love that. So one of the interesting things is that you have the boat up on land and you have the cannon in the boat, and so the guy that was driving the other tank on the other side, he didn't understand what the hell was shooting him, and basically what happened in the end was that a helicopter came crashing down on the guy, and it was just crazy. So I think it's not like what builds up the drama, it's just like one thing leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to the next, something goes horribly right. Yeah, I think that's the Battlefield moment. And of course, it's always cool to shoot down helicopters, like crashing into buildings, coming down, and yeah.
How much of the stuff that people upload to YouTube from Battlefield, the kind of those crazy moments, how much of that kind of influences you? If you see something that someone's done through a kind of weird exploit, do you go, actually that would be a really cool thing to put in the game for real?
Yeah, we do that all the time. Not only for YouTube videos, we do it in our internal playtest. Yeah. So it's like people went and in our playtest say that, I did this awesome thing, and we're like, really? Awesome, let's facilitate for that to happen, right? So that happens all the time, and we take inspiration both from what other people are doing and what's happening on our own playtest.
So you've had a really impressive demo here at E3. Everyone's talking about Battlefield 4. Call of Duty has a dog in it. Did you think about including a dog?
Maybe. We have dogs.
You have dogs.
Yeah.
So you've got Call of Duty's USP as well as all this stuff.
No,
so is this the year that Battlefield kind of finally takes Call of Duty, do you think?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay. Cool. The last thing I wanted to ask was just the levels are so detailed. I mean, the kind of the level of detail in something like the Siege of Shanghai.
Yeah.
Does this mean there's going to be less multiplayer maps just because of the amount of work that must go into creating them?
No. I can't reveal how many maps we will have, but that does not mean that, no.
Okay. Fantastic news. Well, thank you very much for your time. I can't wait to play more of it.
Thank you.